Holmes? Are you awake, old boy? It's me, Watson, your old friend. Holmes?
Where am I?
Hospital, Holmes. You've been in the wars.
So I can see, both arms and legs in traction, buggered of a headache behind the eyes.
You need to rest.
Did I apprehend the villains, Watson?
No, I did. Myself and Lestrade, to be precise.
What? That flat-footed mutton shunter? I shall simply never hear the end of this, Watson.
You have him to thank for saving your life, Holmes.
I do?
You do.
How so?
The two villains were still kicking you down the road when we arrived. Apparently you'd attached yourself to the big one's leg and didn't let go until you lost consciousness at the bottom of the stairs. I think your head must have bounced off every single tread.
Oh, yes, it's all coming back to me. I deduced by his slight limp that he had a pre-existing wound. Did I mention the barb rule in Shanghai?
Yes, Holmes.
I calculated that my best chance of keeping hold of my belongings was to slow the big one down. So I attached myself firmly to his good leg in the manner I once observed a python secure itself to the leg of an elephant in the Punjab. It was in this manner that I rendered the big man's only serviceable leg quite useless, leaving the lumbering oaf totally reliant on his other gimped appendage. It was then, from my vantage point on the floor, that I noticed that the smaller man had turned down trousers, and judging by the traces of colourful cotton used to retain the former turn-up, I deduced that he must have at some point visited only one of 6 establishments in the garment district that traded in such dandified threads. My mind palace was in a spin, but one name kept coming back to me: a master burglar, international playboy, and superb haute couturier, none other than my old enemy and incompatible foe.
Holmes, not now, please. Just shut up and eat your grapes. There's a good chap. Enough deducing for one day.
But Watson, the game's afoot.
And your feet are suspended above a hospital bed. So just settle down, Holmes. You need to rest.
Watson?
Yes, Holmes?
I love you.
Not this again.
My dear Watson, love encompasses a range of strong and positive emotional states, from the most sublime virtue and good habit to the deepest interpersonal affection, to the most simple of pleasures. Is a mother's love not a different one to that of a spouse? And both are quite at odds with the love of a satisfying meal or a good book. Most commonly, love refers to a feeling of strong emotional attachment, and when the emotional attachment is between two fine fellows, such as us, Watson, it need not be diminished by social norms or traditions. Did not Nelson, on his deathbed in the cockpit of the Victory, not say, "Kiss me, Hardy"?
Nelson said, "Kismet, Hardy." As you well know, Sherlock. Fate. Nothing more. Why don't you try and get some sleep? You look really done in.
Oh, I concur with your deduction, Watson. My eyelids do feel heavy, like the hand of Morpheus himself is bidding them close.
That will be the opiates.
But I haven't taken any.
Exactly.
Touché, my dear Watson.
A good night's sleep is a luxury you should afford yourself far more often, Holmes. You really need to take care of yourself, old friend. I would be utterly lost without you. I struggle to say it, but I hope you know, in my own way, I do love you too.
I'm not really asleep, my ever so dear Watson.